for playoff.
Viewers, we are breaking out of regular programming to bring you some extremely important updates. Ministry of Home Affairs has asked several states to conduct mock drills for items for effective civil defense on the 7th of May. This has happened after the mock drill, blackout drill that took place in Firozpur last evening. Following measures will be undertaken. Number 1, operationalization of air raid warning sirens. Number 2, training of civilians and students on the civil defense aspect to protect themselves in the event of a hostile attack. Number 3, provision of crash blackout measures. Number 4, provision for early camouflaging of vital plants installations. Number 5, updation of evacuation plans and its rehearsal. This is critical information coming our way from sources in the government of India, wherein we've been told that MHA has asked several states to begin conducting mock drills for civil defense purposes on the 7th of May. Today we are on the 5th of May, day after tomorrow. MHA has instructed states to carry out mock drills for civil defense. And the major aspects that the MHA has asked states to focus on is operationalization of air raid warning sirens, training of civilians, students and others on various aspects of civil defense to protect themselves in the event of a hostile attack, provision of a crash blackout measure, and provision for early camouflaging of vital plants and installations, and updation of evacuation plans and rehearsals. Extremely important update there coming in. We're learning from our sources that the MHA has asked several states to conduct mock drills in 4 items for effective civil defense on the 7th of May. This has come after meetings are taking place. Remember, the Prime Minister was in the South Block earlier this evening, and this is soon after the Home Secretary has departed from the South Block after meeting Prime Minister Modi. We're learning that the MHA has now asked several states to conduct mock drills in 4 items for effective civil defense on the 7th of May. So effectively, viewers, India is now gearing up. My colleague Asavri Jindal with us on the broadcast. Asavri, if you can just quickly take our viewers through the details that we have so far.
Absolutely, Devika, big news coming in at this point of time. MHA has asked several states to conduct mock drills in for items for effective civil defense on May 7th. So big news coming in at this point of time. There are measures that have been presented, and I'm going to quickly take our viewers through that. Number 1 over here, operationalization of air raid warning sirens. Number 2, a big crucial point that has been put out is that training of civilians, students on the civil defense aspects will be conducted to protect themselves in the event of a hostile attack. Number 3 is provision of crash blackout measures. Point number 4, provisions for early camouflaging of vital plants installations. And number 5, updation of evacuation plans and its rehearsal. So again, Devika, gearing up for something major that is going to take place. And again, big news coming in at this point of time. We will quickly continue to give you more details, but for now, those are the developments that we are tracking.
Okay, all right, Asavri, thank you so much. Major General Rajan Kochar with us on the broadcast. Major General Rajan Kochar, we are learning now from our sources that the MHA has asked several states to conduct mock drills for civilian defense. I do not want to create at this point in time any sort of hysteria. However, it is important measures that are being undertaken by the government, keeping in mind the situation with Pakistan and given the war hysteria that Pakistan continues to stir. Major General Rajan Kochar, I want you to help us explain Okay, Major General J.K. Bansal is with us on the broadcast. Major General J.K. Bansal, I want you to take a moment, sir, to help explain to our viewers what is the importance of carrying out these drills And what is it that the civilians and public need to keep in mind in terms of not creating a panic situation?
Good evening, Devika. It's not the question of creating any panic, because when the war situation is there, then everything is required to be managed in a specific manner, and that is to providing every support even for the fighting forces also. I say in the sense, say, for example, facilitating the procurement of ration from civil society, and as you told about the civil defense, and there is a territorial army also. Army, they are mostly civilian, but they get the training for 2 months a year, and they are ready in such a situation when the army is on the front, and then they manage the country. Now, as you have told yourself, that for the blackout and for training the people how to protect themselves. So this is not a panic, because it is always good to be prepared that how to protect. Even at times, this Pakistan keep on telling about the use of nuclear weapons. Of course, they will never use, but still, once this kind of risk is there in the Europe, they had this planning how to protect in case something happens. So it's always better to here the civil defense, they come into picture, that they have that kind of training, and they educate and train the community about it. They facilitate electricity maintenance, they facilitate any hospital services, medical services. So many things that civil defense can play a role, because during the war, everything is required to be on a very what we call the war footing basis. So their training is very, very important. Back to you.
Okay, I also have with me on the telecast, may I please know? Major General Rajan Kochar with us on the broadcast. Major General Rajan Kochar, I want to understand from your perspective, sir,